In this video, I will be going over the new update that was just released for Rift Royale. A new update was just added to Rift Royale and they introduced it operators, which are basically like kits in Bed Wars. You can find the new operators that they added by clicking on the red button that's next to the invite button. So when you click on it, you can see that there's 3 new operators that they added to the game right now. The first one is called Flatline, the second one is called Blitz, and the third one is called Electra. Each operator has their own unique abilities, which include an active ability and a passive ability. For the Flatline operator, who is a medic, his active ability is that he can throw a regeneration orb, which can heal nearby allies for 30 health. This is pretty good, especially for med kits and big shields, because they take a lot longer to use compared to like small shields and bandages. You can see for the Flatline operator that he's holding up the regeneration orb, and he's also dressed in the typical colors for a medic, which is white and red. For the second operator, which is Blitz, his active ability is that he can overcharge your weapons, which allow you to fire 20% faster for only 10 seconds. His passive ability is that guns hold 20% more bullets. His passive ability means that for each magazine, you can hold 20% more ammo, which means that you can shoot a lot more bullets before you have to reload your weapon. The Blitz operator is dressed in navy blue, and he's also holding an AK, and you can buy the Blitz operator for 15,000 coins. For all 3 operators so far, you can buy all 3 of them for 15,000 coins each. So far, the Flatline operator is the one that is free, because just like in Bed Wars, they're gonna have a rotation of the operators that can use for free each week. For the third operator, which is called Electra, his active ability is that he can perform an electric dash, but it also has a quick cooldown. And then his passive ability is that you can sprint 20% faster. Electra's passive ability is pretty useful, especially when you have to sprint across the map, especially when you're far away from the circle. Electra's active ability is pretty good, especially when you're fighting a player and you're running low on health, so you just have to use his active ability to sprint out of a tight situation. I would say so far for the 3 operators, the one that is most useful for a squad game is definitely Flatline, because he could throw a regeneration orb that could heal your teammates. He's also pretty useful, especially in duels. For solos, I would say Blitz is pretty good, especially when you have good aim. For Electra, he's good, especially like if you're fighting an enemy player when you're low on health, he can definitely be useful. Like I said before, each operator costs 15,000 coins to unlock, so you need about 45,000 coins to unlock all 3 operators. So far for this week, Flatline is the free operator, but you can also play without no operators, just like you can in Bed Wars. For solos, you should definitely get Blitz or Electra, and for duels or squads, depending on your teammates, you most likely want to play Flatline because you can heal your teammates. Now, another thing they added during this update is that they also added a daily coin bonus. You can earn your first 500 coins a whole lot faster. You earn coins by playing matches in Rift Royale, and like how much coins you earn in a match depends on how well you did in that match. You now also will be able to gain your first 15,000 coins a whole lot faster, 4 times faster in fact, which means that you can unlock one of the operators a whole lot faster. There's also other improvements and changes that they included in this update, and one of them is a bug for the med kits, the bandages, and the shields, where basically you weren't able to use them properly. You had to use them twice in order to use the item. They also improved the movement in the game, and they also updated the game sounds to let you know the distance that you heard the gunshots. They have added a muffling effect to gun sounds that are like really far away, and they also added a short weapon equip delay between sprinting and shooting. This means that while you're running across the map, you can't equip a weapon as easily as before. There's also other changes that they made to the map and how the game looks, and they also mentioned that the storm looks different now. They also added sounds to the plane, especially when you're jumping from it. And another important thing that they added is that when you're healing using like med kits or bandages, they also added health indicators. This update also brought along balance changes, and one of them is that they basically reduced the golden stopwatch spawn rate, which is kind of surprising because before the update, you can sometimes find 3 or 4 golden stopwatches you can use. They also increased the bullet speed for the sniper rifle, and they also increased the damage for the SAR. Before the update, the SAR wasn't really a gun that most people use. They will pick it up, especially if they don't have a gun, but like when they see like an AK or AR, they will swap out the SAR for an AK or AR. Since they now increased the SAR damage, more people will be willing to use the SAR instead of just like the AK or the AR. For bandages, they also increased their spawn rate by 50%, which is really good. This means that you can find bandages a lot more, which is really useful. Having more bandages spawning means that you can keep more in your loadout, which is like really useful, especially when you want to get out of the storm. So far, these are all the changes and additions that they added to the game during this new update. Please make sure to subscribe, like the video, and comment down below on what you think about this new update for Rift Royale. Also, make sure you watch this video next because you don't want to miss it.